Last time on the Reclamation, the party made it to the cave where the crystal veins should lay, but they are indeed gone. In their investigation, the party finds an entrance to a secret tunnel that leads to a meeting room where it looked like the elders and the heads of each family within the clan that Balasar grew up in met. Plenty of dragonborn skeletons lie across the floor, depicting a battle that once took place. During their investigation, the party was able to find a letter from Balasar's father saying how much of a leader Balasar could be, given a few more years to grow. And one of the walls of this room depicting the legendary hero and ancestor of Balasar's. And on the other side, a map of a giant land with a town in the center and a tower beaming light. Saren uses Speak with Dead so they can ask a few questions to Balasar's father, finding out information about what happened in this room, as well as Balasar getting a little bit of closure. Finding a secret compartment, there is a book, weathered and torn, that depicts a world where everything was once whole, where magic was so saturated that you could see particles of it in the air with your eye. A group of 6 dragons laid waste to this land and tried to consume this magic for themselves, thus getting captured and thrown into the astral sea, not before causing a cataclysmic event which caused this land to separate. And the party notices that a couple of the landmasses look a lot like Carnavia and Davenmere.
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. A squirrel. Help! Help!
Yeah.
I'm having
Sabas?
a heart attack.
Yeah, Timmy's mom.
We turned the computer on. What's up?
Timmy's mom's hot.
You guys are in the chamber after reading this notebook.
Okay, so we're still inside the chamber.
Yep. We're just picking up directly where we left off after reading the notebook.
And
Recap. Did any
what-
of us get attacked by the notebook? I must know. I have
No,
PTSD.
nobody's gotten attacked by the notebook.
Not yet.
now
You
the
copied down
notebook
the
wasn't
map,
the
though.
thing that was so old draconic that he couldn't read it, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
He was okay, so he was able to read it though.
He was able to read parts of it.
Yeah.
Parts of it.
Parts of it that wasn't damaged.
Right. Very old book. Very old book.
Can you give us a recap on what we saw and recognized on the map? On the wall?
So, Sabas recognized, or what he seems to recognize as a pretty perfectly round circle in Davenmere that is just a perfect circle with like a body of water, which seems to be roughly about the same size as what the hole in the middle of this Pangea map, where there is sitting in the middle of a city a giant tower with a star at the top, and as we have gotten later into the evening, the star gets dimmer and dimmer.
So I think I would probably turn to Sabas and go, okay, I think we need to talk a little more about this Davenmere that we keep talking about. But not talking about?
Devonmere is my home continent. It's taken me a little bit to kind of remember. But this large kind of just sculpture of components, just it I couldn't not see it. You know, the swamp here, the cold region here, it all makes sense. And then the crowning jewel in the center is the tree. There's it's just perfectly circular, just as I remember it. And from reading in books and just having lived there my whole life, it makes too much sense.
And you don't remember how you got from wherever there is to here?
I was on the way. I've spoken before where we were on our way. I was a part of a mercenary guild, and we got ambushed, and me and my best friend were kidnapped, and the next thing I knew, I was in cells, and soon after that is when I met you a bunch. So, based off of all of the teleportation circles and other kind of just shenanigans with the world order, I suspect it was some sort of arcane travel between the continents.
Wonder if we could find a way to activate it the other way.
I don't know how many miles are between us and there, or if magic was the only way, if the sea was too treacherous elsewhere. I have no idea.
Is there a teleportation circle in our house?
Can we?
Yeah.
So it would probably be incredibly
I don't
expensive.
see why not.
There
I
is
think
one.
there's one
Why
in the
would it be
library.
expensive
in
if we can
in
make
the
it
living
ourselves?
in the living room upstairs, drawn underneath the rug, there is a teleportation circle there.
I mean, yeah. There's a big difference between the drawings of it being there versus like having the components and like understanding where it's going to take you and those things.
Yeah, knowing the endpoint of said portal.
Mm-hmm.
We can click our boots and see what happens.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one that's got to do it. You're the one that wants to go home, right? That can get us there.
But it's I believe that this is some representation of it. As for why it's here, I'm just as confused. The only part that I remember being different from when we first entered is the light off the marble at the top is different. I'm wondering if there's some sort of change, either through time or something that's causing this. But it's definitely duller than it was when I first saw it earlier in the day.
It seems like we have a whole lot of puzzle pieces that we have yet to know how they fit together, and that's something important that we need to figure out. But is there anything else that we can learn from here?
I mean, I feel like we searched this room pretty well, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I agree as well. I don't think there's anything
We
else
could
here
do
for
one
us.
more look around.
Oh, did we use all our perceptions and whatnot? Probably from the last time we were here. We probably like used them all up now.
Well, I mean, you make new perception investigation, whatever, after 10, 20 minutes, in game.
We probably should rest. I don't know if we did
Do
a
one
long
more
rest last
perception.
time.
Natural one. I don't see shit.
I don't see.
Eyes actively closed.
Yeah, man, I'm tired. Oh my goodness.
With an 8, I'm just more like, you guys see anything in there? I'm not seeing it. My eyes are hurting. I'm tired,
Wait, y'all can see?
You can see.
Sabas, with that 19, you look around. You feel pretty confident that anything that was meant to be hidden has been found.
It's a whole lot of rock at this point.
Mhm. Well, we should take an opportunity to rest. We still don't understand the missing crystals at this point, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we need to figure that out, I guess, before we start figuring this out. But if we're gonna rest, I could make a magic circle to protect us, because we don't know if more beak things are gonna come after us.
Otherwise,
We did we close the door? The magic door? Or did we leave that open?
we did. I think we did shut that. It wasn't Excuse me. It wasn't magical. It was like a lever.
The rock door. The rock lever.
Yeah.
I think if we closed it, we might be pretty protected.
I think we
Well,
closed
I guess
it
that doesn't
when we
mean
came in.
other things could not be dwelling here.
Whereabout are you wanting to rest?
Well, might as well rest where we are.
I mean, like we can rest in the cave separate from the skeletons.
We could go out there and then set up something
Mhm.
to protect us.
I'll do my magic circle to keep anything out.
Yeah, and I'll alarm just in case as well.
Okay, your magic circle lasts for what, an hour? I can't remember.
Let me see.
Mine lasts for 8 hours, so I don't know if your magic circle is worth it.
Magic circle lasts for an hour.
My alarm will last for 8. So it's fine if we do
So
both.
yeah, that might be better.
And it does a 20-foot radius, 20-foot cube like radius, so we just can't leave it. So. Pretty good.
All right, and we'll take shifts. Me being, I forget this, but I don't have to sleep for as long as everybody else, right? I only need 4 hours, I think, to be rested.
Correct.
How fucking nice would that be? Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
It's so much more done.
Righty. I'll take first shift and I'll stay up, and then I'll take a nappy nap.
Nappy nap.
Okay, first shift, go ahead and give me perception.
Can I perceive?
Perception.
17.
Perceiving.
Yeah, your your shift goes pretty smoothly.
I was looking.
What?
Second shift.
I'll take it.
All right, go ahead and give it to me.
Perceive. Oh, that was close to 2. Almost a 2.
Awesome. That 18, it goes by pretty smoothly as well. You do hear some droplets of water. That's about
Not
it.
like a fountain.
Mm-mm.
Got my hopes up.
Not a magical fountain, 20 feet tall.
Yeah. 20. A dragonborn can wish. Damn. Some drops of water trying to make some stalagmites.
Third shift.
Sure. I'll wake up for that. Perception! Ooh, I actually rolled good this time.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey. I see everything.
You see everything, which is a whole bunch of nothing.
Awesome. That's why I like to see when I'm on duty. Yes, and I said duty.
I'll take the next shift, and by taking the next shift, they'll wake me up. I'll look around, realize my alarm is still on. and roll back over and attempt to go back to sleep.
In an attempt.
So, would you like me to roll anything? Because I'm doing this on purpose.
Roll.
No, you don't need to roll anything. You go back to sleep and
Alright.
morning comes and Maelthorin's dead.
Oh.
Finally!
No, I'm kidding. No, you're
Okay, I'm like, how did it get to my alarm?
That book. That
How's it
book
connected
knew we
to
were
the
sleeping and it
book?
followed us.
That book
It came
knew.
after you. Magic circles don't protect from books.
Nope, you guys get well rested and begin your trek back.
Yeah, where do we even go from there? We didn't see any crystal nabbers.
No, I think we were blocked. Weren't we? We were blocked. There was like that was a dead end.
We were blocked from going back to my little
The
hometown, right?
passage that went to his home passage was blocked.
Which doesn't mean we could find a way there. We can just
Yeah,
Go
but
above
as,
go
ground,
the cave
right?
way.
We
Yeah.
could go above ground.
I can't guarantee anything's over there.
you guys start heading back up. Once you get to that main room where the crystals have been removed, you do see kind of just like staring at a hole, one of the blue veined ghouls.
Staring at
Chilling
one
out
of
here?
the crystal holes.
Yeah, you can see he's kind of like down on all fours, kind of like just like digging.
And we didn't hear this thing when there was the alarm didn't hit it. Hear it.
So he wasn't within 20 feet of it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys
Oh.
camped way back in the cave. This is like right at the entrance.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yep. You guys spent like 30 minutes tracking your way back and come up through that like secret entrance, came out of that, and then he's just at one of the holes kind of just digging around.
I would like to try to see if there are like other footprints leading around. Like, is he not alone?
Go ahead real quick, give me with it being a quick glance, not being able to spend the time without getting his attention. Just make this a perception.
Okay.
Just a quick little glance around, not really investigating.
That's a 12.
That is a 12.
Nope. It seems like at least around you guys, there's no other footprints. And kind of taking a glance ahead, you can't spot any other footprints other than the footprints of him walking in and going to one of the holes.
Looks like he's alone.
I'm gonna sneak up on him and have him while he's not looking there.
I am going to shoot a arrow of fire at him.
And I started blasting. Okay.
Han shot first.
11.
Misses.
I was afraid of that. As I only rolled a 4.
For the sake of this, everyone gets a turn. You guys caught him with his pants down, caught him pantsless.
I assume that got his attention, though.
I mean, the arrow whizzes past and he kind of like perks up a little bit. And in the motion of him like getting up and trying to like get up to search his surroundings is when you guys will be doing all of your stuff here.
Right. Well, these guys are kind of dangerous, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and swing. Take a shot at him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, fuck off. 12.
Hey, that hits.
Hey, let's go.
Wow, I missed him by 1. That sucks.
The edge of my freaking window.
I didn't have any pluses, did I?
Before
Sneak
it-
attack?
20.
Well, you caught him by surprise. You would have had advantage on that.
I shot 15.
What do I have?
Piercing dick.
Yeah, you pop him right through one ear and right out the other, and he just collapses onto the ground.
Ah,
Nice.
little just a lonely guy, huh?
But where did he come from?
Where did you
Oh,
go?
yeah,
Where did you
all
come
his
from,
tracks.
Fat Night Joe?
I'm gonna take
And we
that
follow
arrow
his
over his head.
tracks.
These
You wanna
things
try
are
and
considered
follow?
undead, right?
Yep.
My favorite enemy gives me advantage on survival checks to track that they're undead.
That they're undead.
I think we should try to see where he came from, considering this is the only lead we have left.
Go ahead and give me a survival.
He seemed
At advantage.
with advantage. Roll. Oh, give me a 22.
Nice.
Yeah, you spot the tracks and you start following out the cave into the ice and snow and start taking it to the east.
Straight east.
Straight east. Yep. About a good 100 to 200 feet. And then the tracks are gone.
Ow.
You see around like that last like pair of footprints, there seems to have been a large circle of area where the snow's been pushed aside and like the ice is all broken.
Perimeter.
Crashed here?
About the size of a teleportation circle-ish.
Ow.
I was just gonna say someone's teleported here, or it was teleported. Do we destroy this teleportation or do we use it?
There is no actual teleportation circle. It's just about the size of the teleportation circles that you've
Like
seen.
one was there.
Like, like whatever casted a teleport spell can teleport to a known location to the caster. And so it's just dropped off here.
Could I expend one spell slot to use my primeval awareness to detect if there's an undead within 6 miles?
You do spot, or you do ping one more farther east.
Farther east.
In the same direction as your town, your clan home.
Interesting.
Your clan.
I relay that information. So
Looks
maybe,
like you know where to go.
yeah, maybe they were teleported here and they kind of just like spread out. Maybe they're
that way.
trying to look for more
Let's go find the
crystals.
other one.
Yeah. Let's do that. Also, did we do a short rest or a long rest? That
Long
was
rest.
considered a short
Long
right?
rest.
That'd be
Long
long.
rest. Long rest.
And now expend my slot.
Yeah, you head eastward for about 2 miles.
You said we.
West. You guys are tracking in about an hour or two of you spot some tracks and you start following that along the way as well, and yeah, you just see like kind of like walking in between the trees another one of the ghouls.
Looks about the same
Yep.
build. Hey, Dewbacker, you want to take a second chat of that?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. It's a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Damage. 8
Plus sneak.
plus sneak. Oh, bad row. I had 3 1s in that.
Yeah.
Total 15.
Yeah, you shoot the arrow right into the back, and it just collapses onto the ground.
Yeah, they're going down with no real fight, are they?
These just seem too weak. It's just.
Must be the terrain.
What are we? Where are we at the moment? Are we in his town he grew up in, or
No,
are we?
nope.
That's still a ways away.
That's still
Yeah,
a
we're-
few miles.
Yeah, we went further away from it.
I wonder what.
You went in the same direction as it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Mhm.
I wonder what these things were attracted to. That one was digging, staring at that hole and digging at it, as if there was something still there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is feeling like these crystals are part of the process. I guess we need to find some more clues.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Was there anything like crystals in the area that you were raised in, like in your town?
I recall nothing of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking the
I don't think so either.
Balasar,
Mm-mm. Oh, Balasar.
because that'd be his home place.
Right. No. I mean, it's not like an uncommon mineral, right? I mean, our two blacksmith friends have been mining this stuff. Can't be the most
Yeah.
rare thing, right? What would
Kind of.
undead want with these crystals?
Well, whoever's controlling the undead, what do they want with the crystals?
I suppose that.
Just out of curiosity, would you be okay with going back to your home place just to see if maybe they're storing crystals there?
It would be nice to see. I mean, it can't be much worse than seeing my dead dad, huh?
Well, at least you got to kind of talk to them too.
Yeah. I think we're kind of past that hump. I'm excited to see it. We're already pretty close to it.
Yeah, you guys spend another half-day travel and get to it. Go ahead and describe the place you grew up.
Well, I can describe what it used to look like. I don't know if it still looks like this. It was a humble town. Some huts, some smaller buildings. Nothing crazy, but there's a nice little fountain in the middle of town. My very first my love of fountains came from this nice little one in the town square. But yeah, there's nothing much to it.
I imagine smaller for you is pretty big for the rest of us.
Only like a foot taller than you.
Oh, that,
It's-
and he's also been in other cities.
It's definitely smaller than Violet Hall's fountain.
Yeah, exactly. And ain't nothing out of that Violet Town.
But just exactly how it was before, frozen in time. Just a sheet of ice
Preserved.
covering everything.
Ooh,
Something
would that be
something to
served?
add on. There are frozen bodies of Dragonborn in not really streets because they weren't paved. They were just
Mm-hmm.
places that didn't have buildings that you could walk in between.
Right.
Now, since they're frozen, would they not have decayed then? And they would not be just bones, they'd actually be themselves?
Frozen in time.
Just going about their day, huh?
You see some of them who look like they were standing have fallen over, and a couple of them have also just like crashed and crumbled into parts.
Mm-hmm. Were they looking up at all, watching?
The ones that
What
are
was
still
coming their
standing,
way?
you see a lot of them looking up in the direction straight north.
Is there anything here that you think could be helpful? I mean, it doesn't seem like you were here when this
Well,
happened,
well,
or...
Well, I was thinking, well, no, he'd be frozen otherwise.
Ice cold.
I was thinking, I mean, we had that one blue vein in the cave trying to find looking for a diamond or a jewel, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one heading this direction. So I was just wondering if maybe they were storing, maybe they were sitting here since they were so wimpy to take out the diamonds and they were just used for that
They're
reason.
the gatherers.
Mm-hmm.
and bringing it back to whatever that
Someplace to hide it.
circle. Yeah.
So you think that we should be looking for crystal over here?
That-
Mhm.
My theory. I don't know if it would
Considering
be true.
this wasn't something that we were aware of, I'm curious if this is a byproduct of the freezing.
Like it's just ice?
In some fashion, like the ice created an environment where it could form here.
Oh, the crystals?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would like to look around.
Yeah.
Good. You guys can give me investigations.
Oh, great. I'm even worse at that.
While they're doing that, I'm
Except
gonna
when I
try to
roll good.
I'm gonna try to scout where my house was.
Don't even need a roll for that.
You know where?
It's hard to forget.
Right. I'm gonna walk my familiar path.
Mm-hmm. Going through the town, you don't really find a whole lot. A lot of frozen buildings, a lot of frozen people, a lot of huts completely frozen over, and there are some like hills that seem to have like been dug into, which were for a lot of people homes as well, or like places of business. Like the insides of it completely like caked in ice.
Little hobbit holes.
Sabas, you especially don't find a whole lot of anything, but you do hear in your head the voice of Folthrin Xantar, the High Wizard of Skull. Just checking in. It's been a week. How is everything going on the exploration front? This is Folthrin Xantar using the message spell.
I love
You can reply.
Everyone is dead. Everything is terrible. This is it. The world is crumbling. Just kidding.
Ah, the pain. Ow, the pain.
Just
Please
kidding.
make it stop.
Wait, is this the thing where we only have like 10 words? You just used all 10 words to everything you did on the stuck?
Ow, ow,
Like
ow.
I did.
Ouchie, ow. Pain, pain, ow, ow, ow.
Frozen village, safe, purple creatures.
Blue.
Investigate.
Purple creature.
Send.
Okay.
Like a text message. Send it.
Well, purple is offset of blue. Okay.
How'd you guys' investigations go?
Not good.
A whole lot of frozen houses and businesses and Dragonborn.
Okay.
Saren,
Where'd our buddy go?
you hear. So Sabas wasn't too much of a help. How's the investigation on the crystals going? Again, this is Folthrin Xantar using the message spell. You can reply.
Oh, hello. So we're in Balasar's old village, deep in the tundra.
And that's one.
Send it. You use so much filler words, you might as well use the word across the way.
I thought I could reply. I do I have a time limit? Is that
You have a word
do I have a word
limit.
limit?
It's 25 words, and I am not counting like us or stuff like that, because that's
Oh, okay.
25. I swear this used to be 10. Okay, never mind.
So I'll say we're in Balasar's old village, finding more blue veined creatures. Looking for where they came from.
And looking for the
No leads on crystals yet. Any suggestions?
Nice
Well, I can't
poem.
hear what's going on in your brain, so.
You were
Unless you were
asking
talking out loud
them
and
any
we'd be
suggestions
wondering why
or-
you're
Right,
talking
yes,
to yourself.
asking.
Yeah.
He's
Fulthrin.
asking Fulthrin for
Ah.
suggestions. About a minute goes by, and you hear back in your head. This is another use of the message spell by Fulthrin Xantar. You can reply to this message. No suggestions. The crystals showed up after the war. It wasn't there before the war, so it could have been once the land turned to ice.
Called it. I mean, I didn't hear that.
Bullshit.
Also found ancient maps hinting towards land masses combining.
One of us drew that down, right? Like we traced over.
I have a photo. Can I send a photo?
Data rates might apply.
Yeah.
How'd we get this photo? Did someone draw it?
Send them just a vision from my mind. My mind to your
Unfortunately, it does
mind.
not work that way.
Okay.
No, not that vision. Not wrong picture. Wrong picture.
I'm just consistently sending him dead dragons, just like skeletons. What else does he need to know? There could be a teleportation circle out here.
Bad, very bad.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
All right. Yeah, your investigations lead you to find nothing out of the ordinary, except for the ice everywhere.
This is bad. The
Was
land
there
doesn't
any
want
way to
be
get
ice.
into a building? They're already all frozen.
All frozen up.
We're safe from the ice with Balasar's thing, right?
I mean, you don't get slowed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still cold.
It's still cold.
It's still okay.
It's still a little fucking cold, yeah.
It's still a little fucking
It's
cold.
a little way pretty cold.
It's really a bit nippy outside.
What are we?
People don't want Widow hot right now.
It's
Maybe it's
like
cold
100
outside.
Has it always been this cold where you lived? Okay,
It's
so
quite warm,
these
actually.
dragons that came in, they froze the area and their magic is still going on. It hasn't dulled.
That's a good point. Are they consistently doing this? Are they keeping it this way?
Or is it the magic just lasts that long?
I've always thought it was the magic. I mean, what point would the dragons have to keep coming back and refreezing it? The damage they've done
It's done.
was enough the first time.
All
Yes.
except you died.
That's
Mhm.
just a lot. That's pretty powerful, isn't it? I may be new to magic, but
Goes to show
Sort of.
that the battles that were fought in this war must have been pretty brutal to take down or tame these dragons that were on the other side.
man, if I could just find one of these crystals, I can use my locate ability to find the rest of them or find more of them. We just need like a shard.
I mean, if they're within range.
Right.
True. I mean, we know there was a stash of them in a cave. Maybe they only grow in underground?
Do you have like
No.
a well or a system of underground tunnels?
You know, one thing we never did
We-
do.
We can try to find the other end of the tunnel that was caved in. Maybe
Well,
the whole
that-
tunnel wasn't caved in.
You
Maybe
know
we
where
can find
that
the
is
entrance
from this end?
I
Mhm.
should, right?
I'd say you should.
Try it.
I say we start walking that way.
You head over to a little carved out portion of a hill, and you do find some stairs that lead down, but it seems right at the bottom of the stairs, the entirety of it is just caked in ice. You kind of go down and try to like break it apart, but it is, from what you guys can see visually, it's roughly about like a good like 2-foot chunk of ice.
Man, I really could have been a fire dragonborn.
Yeah. It
I
I
got a
look at
bunch of
Sabas
fire
and
arrows.
I run away from the ice.
Fireball.
I got a few.
Oh.
Gotta have it
Oh,
first.
right. No magic in the orgy. Anyone else have fireball?
I got fire arrows. Slowly melted down. One thing we never did do was kind of check that hole where that blue vein undead was digging.
The second one?
Maybe why he was digging there. Maybe there was something there.
Are they like pigs and that find the truffles?
Oh,
Well, let's go look, I guess.
Oh,
Sniff around.
I mean, I look how far we've gone since then, though.
Yeah, we walked a couple miles to get here.
Yeah.
towards going back. Is there any more forward that we need to go?
Well, we're,
You know,
right now we're just investigating.
can
So
I go
there's
ahead
really-
and use my primeval awareness again? See if I can detect any more undead.
No more undead within the 6-mile radius.
Well, that is peculiar.
Oh, that's just a block of ice in front of us, right? I might be able
Yeah.
to control the water.
Right, Katara.
Give us, yeah, give us a path through it.
I'm going to say control water doesn't work, partially because it is frozen solid, and partially because as you kind of get a look at it as you are preparing to cast this, there's definitely something magical about this ice.
There's magic in there.
So even if we would rule that ice counts for control water, the magical properties of this ice would hinder you in a way where you don't believe it'd be advantageous to use this spell.
It sounds like that proves our theory, though.
Oh.
This is magical.
An ongoing
ice.
spell.
Mm-hmm.
The hallway leading this way is caved in. Plus, it's iced over on this end, so between us and the caved in area, someone's trying to hide something.
Would seem. But unless we can find something in the town, we're gonna have
And
to.
we haven't found nothing in town.
Yeah, we'll have to mark this in our memory and return later.
Something I remember is usually things like these are held in place by whatever has cast them originally. It's a good chance we eliminate whatever sourced this, and the effects will typically fade over time.
True, but where is the
Much.
one that did it? That's the problem. They could be
Yeah, no.
here, they could be on the island where you grew up. They could be on one of the other 4 islands, or one of the other.
with
islands
dragons that
uh,
that-
big, they could be quite literally anywhere.
Do you want anything from here? Anything we can we can do. Are there any spots left? I'd help guide you towards your answers.
There's not really much in town to look for. I say we can try searching a little more. If not, we can try that idea of looking for that hole that second creature was trying to dig.
Okay. And that would be on our way back, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be all the way back, yeah, back to the cave.
Right. Easy
Like a
enough.
little before.
You guys get there same day. It is now, or I guess it has been, Rusung 19. And you get there back to the cave around evening time. Who here has the highest passive perception? Saren with an 18. As you guys start approaching the cave, you start to hear voices, Saren. 2 distinct voices. A female one that you have not heard before, and a male voice that you have. It is the voice of one possessed biblioteca.
Stop. Shh.
Biblio.
You guys are about 20 feet from the cave when you hear that.
Can we make out the words?
Do we all hear it, or just the guy with the good?
Just
Hey,
him.
why'd you stop us? What's going on?
Well, did he stop us? I don't remember saying.
Yes, he did.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why'd you stop us? What's going
Why
on?
did he stop us?
What?
Listen.
What'd you hear? Well, let us know what you're hearing.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. Can you just?
They're talking. You can't listen. Shut up.
Well,
You, from this distance, cannot make out words specifically. You just hear the voices coming from the cave.
So I'm like, I hear voices from the cave, and I'm pretty sure one is Biblio.
okay. I got an idea. How about I sneak up there and listen?
Turn your sneak on.
Who we sneaking up on?
Girl,
Who
take
must
your
sneak
off.
on?
Turn your
Say,
sneak on.
is it just him going up, or is anybody joining them?
I don't even know what we're sneaking up on.
Sneak is on.
He told you. He heard voices, and he thinks one of them is Biblioteca.
But where? No one.
From
we
the
haven't gotten
cave.
Okay, sorry. I was like, we haven't got nautical
Sorry.
freaking direction here, people.
Nautical. It's on the starboard side.
Didn't you just forget?
Well, I'll
I'm
sneak
going
up
to
there.
bless Dewbagger.
Bless your sneak.
Add a D4 to that.
Got a D4 to my 18,
Yep.
so 22. Or add a D4. A D4.
Yeah, roll a D4. You don't just get the 4.
Yeah, I was adding 4. Okay, so 4 roll. Give me a 3 more, so 21.
Okay, just do bagger going up?
Do I get
You know
advantage
what?
on,
You know
on a
what?
stealth roll?
I
My
will
favorite.
follow behind him. Really, really as quiet as I can be. Let's do it.
Alright, give me a stealth.
I'm gonna do it too.
Oh my god! Look at that. 20.
Wow.
I got a 5th turn.
Oh,
Okay.
fire.
Yeah, the 3 of you approach, and you get right next to the entrance almost, and you know that there's about a good like 25 feet like cave until it gets to that open room. Maelthorin, you recognize the female voice. This is the one who took over your group of necromancers. You hear the voice of S from the cave. These fucking useless pawns. I give them one job. One arrow is all they need to fall to the ground dead. Fuck! They can't even scavenge for things correctly.
Can I see her right now?
No, because you guys aren't looking into the cave. You guys are like right outside.
We're essentially like cup on the side of the door,
Mm-hmm.
hearing the whole thing.
And you hear the voice of Biblio. Yes, I'm aware of your useless pawns. I fought one of them. But that's besides the point. Have we gotten all of the crystals? And you hear Esco, I think so. It doesn't seem like there was any deep into the ground, but I didn't want them to find any others, so I just wanted to make sure. And Biblio goes, if we got what we came for, let's just move on to the next phase. And you hear Esco, fine. We better get it prepared anyways. If what you say is true, then they are coming our way, and we need to make sure it is ready before they get here. And you hear Biblio laugh. With how scared that puny fucking mage got from opening a book, I think we are going to be just fine. They don't have any leads from the tower anymore. I made sure I took care of that. All of the loose ends we have left on Carnavia, gone. Let's get back to the mountain and let's make sure this goes off without a problem.
Mountain.
I want to do a strength check. I want to kick this fucking door in.
There is no door.
It's
It
not
is
a door, it's
it
a
is
cave.
literally a cave entrance. And you
Is it a cave or is it like a hallway?
It's the snow.
It's like a
going.
it's like a you start hearing Biblio speak words in the same words he spoke when he was casting that teleportation spell at the end of your guys' fight.
Oh fuck! Can I start chucking down this hallway? I want to get this bitch.
Run.
Alone?
I'm just
ahead.
going. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm running. I'm running down this hallway after this motherfucker.
Are you yelling? Are you
Screaming.
quit?
I'm screaming.
No, don't
"S,
scream.
you
Don't let
son
them
of a
know we're
bitch."
coming, you idiot.
No, I'm yelling, "S, you son of a bitch! You fucking get back over here!"
Son of a-
And I'm
That
getting
is-
magic missiles ready. Or I'm summoning the hound. I'm getting my magic missiles ready. I'm fucking prepped and ready to go. We're fucking going.
Is Maelthorin yelling and
He
running?
started blasting.
He's a dumb yeah.
Oh,
Magic missiles can't miss.
Huh?
Fun fact. So this, if it did go off, it would
Damn, he
follow
really
him
don't
all the
miss.
way across the continent until they fight. You're literally blue shelling her right now.
Is that fucking or is,
But
is
he's
it
got to be able to
Vander
see
Decken?
her first, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he turns the corner and about
Yeah, he
40
sees
feet
both.
down the way, he sees both of them. And you
And that's
see
when I start-
hood off, the elven ears, the curly blonde hair of S. As she turns to you, she looks different. You see where once she had the bluish yellow eyes, now purple and black. And
I don't like that.
what seems to be a drawn on the same symbol as an eye. It is not an actual eye, but drawn the same symbol as you have seen in the painting down in the underground city.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes that were signifying members of the world order.
Hey, sounds like a good spot for an arrow to go.
That's what I'm saying.
As considering he started casting this spell before you turn the corner, and both of these spells take one action, his spell goes off first. So as you see the lights foaming around them as the same way that Biblioteca escaped your grasp before, and you see S turn and look at you and just have a crooked smile as she kind of gives you a little wave. Oh, hello. I really do appreciate all of your help in the past, but come back home and play. It's gonna be a great time. And as you go to prepare your magic missile to shoot out and you are screaming at her, they both disappear into the light.
I just fucking shoot it anyway. Oh, yeah.
I see the running and I hear it and I'm like, okay, time to go.
Reel him back. Reel him back.
Okay, got it. Okay. Let's get everyone else in here now.
Team meeting. Team meeting.
Team meeting, and I honestly, that hole that one was kind of staring at and stuff. We need to dig down into that, see if there's like a crystal left there, because apparently they did not want to leave any crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there is one in that one hole somehow.
I mean,
Hopefully.
true, but that first one we saw was digging at one of the empty ones here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the only one that was digging.
Like thinking that it sent some more.
Yeah, like he was
that
looking
hole.
down in the hole, but maybe there's a one like below that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt.
You
I
guys
mean, honestly,
start
I don't
digging.
know how crystals grow.
You guys start digging. I mean, you dig down a good 5 feet, 10 feet. Doesn't seem to be any trace of anything here.
We probably need to go because them knowing that we're here is not great.
They're gone. They're
Probably.
not coming back.
But this is probably accelerating their plans that they already were moving towards.
Last thing we need
And
is
what-
them dropping a horde on us.
They mentioned
horde.
They mentioned a mountain. They were going to prepare something at a mountain.
A
Maelthorin,
mountain.
with your apparent connection with this woman, is it safe to assume that this mountain is Galebank?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's the only mountains that we know of around here, isn't it?
And they did say return home.
It's the only mountains left.
What happened down there? What did I miss? You guys were like, hush, and then
we all
Maelthorin ran
tiptoed
down
away
there, and then we're talking about mountains now. It's
Well,
like-
we heard Biblio and some female that Maelthorin knows, apparently, and they were talking and saying how they got all the crystals, and now they're going to a mountain to build something.
Mm-hmm.
She's a murderous wench, and then I turn and I just start walking away because I'm just pissed.
What's her name, Maelthorin? Who is
I'm
this person?
I'm storming off. I don't even.
Hey, how about Maelthorin? What's her
You gotta-
name? What's
Maelthorin, after the way that she said those words and the way that
Retty?
she has become.
Retty.
Let's see. Go ahead. Give me a intelligence roll with advantage. To see if there is something that might unlock in your emotional distress.
Intelligence roll. I don't see that on here. I see a intelligence saving throw. I don't think
Nope.
I've rolled
Just
one.
Just
where
your
the
stat
plus
block.
yep, where the +5 is, or +4 in your intelligence, whatever you have, just roll
Oh,
that
Oh, okay.
With advantage?
14.
with advantage. So roll again.
10.
That's fine. The 14 was high enough.
He's too pissed off.
You're trying to think of how this all connects. The stuff that they had you working on in the mountain. why she got the spot as the next leader. Who would have known that you were a traitor and not just an escapee? And then you think back to the very first cave that you explored with the teleportation circle way before you met Sabas. The letter you found calling out a traitor that deserted to the mainland, signed by the name of Shaloon, a name that starts with an S, and a name that you guys have known to be in cahoots with the Circle. The one who provided test subjects to Edenfell. The one who provided Sabas to Edenfell.
What?
Bruh.
I'm outside at the edge of the. I'm outside the cave, and I'm just like walking back and forth, just like collecting my thoughts, going like mumbling to myself, just thinking about all this.
So I ran out to Maelthorin and I was like, bro, what is happening?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. There's so many things. I'm trying to collect all my thoughts. I'm trying to think. I don't understand. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I have to think. I have to think. I have to take the time. I have to think. I think we just need a rest, and I have to think. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
You said that to go home and fight her there. I'm guessing that's where they probably went to build this, or whatever they're making in the mountain.
It sounded like an invitation.
It did.
So it's a trap.
Well, she
sounded like a
thinks it's a
dare.
trap, but if we know it's a trap, we can just set it off and get her.
She slaughtered everybody that I loved. Everyone I know. That's why.
Well, we can slaughter her.
Do we know this information yet? Did Maelthorin tell us, or do we still have to get that out of him?
I don't think he
believe
even
so.
told us about his memories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told you about.
He did in song form when he was drunkenly playing the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I did give you some of the books, the book that they made fun of me about, those bastards. All right, you motherfuckers. And I just turn around and I start walking away. Even further away.
Okay, so he's walking to the boat. We need to follow him.
The boat?
Does he even remember where the boat is? Is he walking in the right direction?
He is, actually.
Okay. Rare Maelthorin W.
After that small conversation, you guys realize that nothing else is going to happen until you get to Gilbeck.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured from this.
Let's walk and talk back to the boat.
Too bad you didn't get your magic missiles off. It could have followed them and hit her, at least.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? It magic missile through the teleporter and she still got hit in the fucking head. That'd be dope.
Is that like a like Vanderdecken with the axes that just keep fucking going?
On our journey back, just tell us about what we don't know.
Yeah. Who that lady was, what she do, why you angry.
What happened in that book?
Why are your fist all balled up like that?
Why are you looking at me threateningly?
I mean, long story short, me and this buddy of mine, we were just doing, wizard things, learning magic, doing what wizards do, as we say, right?
Doing what wizards do.
And then
wizards
decided that she wanted to overthrow our world, our land, and my friend A got caught in the crossfire, and instead of trying to save him. I just, as they said, tucked my tail between my legs and ran away. So, just a bad.
Well, depending on the situation, I can understand. I mean, were you surrounded by a
Yeah,
a
I mean, it
lot
was
of people?
mostly it was her clan that took over, and then we were all getting swarmed. And there was
So
nothing
you were in
I
a
could-
position where if you would have stayed, you would have died anyway. You would have stayed and fought, so there's no shame in that. It's better to live and fight another day than to die like a fool.
He has a point.
No,
It happened.
She's just awful.
You can give your family and friends that have passed away because of her relief by revenging them. And we will help you. At least, I'm not sure about them. I can't speak for them, but I will help you.
I mean, if she was one of the people to help facilitate my kidnapping, then I have just as much reason to slit her throat and let her bleed down on the...
You guys travel back and talk, knowing that until you can get on that boat to go to Galebank, there is not a whole lot left to do. You get back to town and speak with the High Wizard, account what you found. Do you tell him about the things that you found with Shaloon and Biblio?
He would probably need to know about Biblio, yeah.
Yeah, you guys relay that information over to the High Wizard, who thanks you all and will relay the information to the other town heads in their next meeting.
Yeah, can we expedite that message to Violet Hall?
Everyone at
Yeah.
when the meeting's held, everyone's there. All
Okay, good.
towns. And he does offer, in the meantime, while you guys are waiting, to head to Galebank if there's any training you guys need done. You know, the training hall's always open.
Mm-hmm.
I need to level up.
We still, we're still
And then he kind of
at winter.
a little yep, you guys have a whole month left of winter.
Yeah, before the ocean even lets us in.
Yep, I have marked on the map, or marked on the calendar when you guys will head to Galebank, by the way.
Oh, look at him.
But
Dirty.
a little side note made by Fulthrin. He also mentions how it seems as though, in the meantime, for a little bit of extra training, it seems you guys have a date with a very big blue creature.
I was gonna say, it's on the way, and we need to burn some time.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get stronger.
Get stronger. And you know what?
And I have
next
and I
to
have
that giant
I have
blue
an
bug?
idea. Does anyone know levitation?
Not for something that big, let me tell you.
No, I mean for like with me. Someone can levitate me.
Oh, I don't think anybody.
Is there anyone in our crew that has levitation? No, that's a bad trick. The reason why I asked that, because this thing can sense vibrations, but it's blind. So if someone could levitate me and like send me to it so I can sneak attack it, it might help.
No one said it was blind.
It has tremor sense.
It has
He has
tremor
tremor.
sense.
Okay, yeah, he has tremor sense.
Yeah.
Can still see. Okay, but he also, before you guys head off to there, pulls Sabas aside. He goes, I know what a beginning man of faith looks like. I have been here many a decades, many a century. If you need help Sabas, in making your way down this path. Our temples are always open. And you feel a little bit of you feel a little bit of vibration coming from your bracelet. Subtle, but it sounds like Shar might be listening.
Feels good to be chosen. I'm ready for change.
Come back after you become victorious against my imprisoned creature, and we can help with that.
Can't we do it right now?
Oh, it's your imprisoned creature.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
After that conversation, you guys spend the next week and a half heading down to that door.
Oh, damn, we're
boy.
just...
Where we are gonna have our
Sorry.
next.
I mean, you guys followed the path, and every threat that
Give me the token.
was in the area has already been cleared by you guys in your travels. So
We did okay.
the area is pretty safe. So you guys make your way
Protected.
down, and this time, without a time limit, you each start heading into the door. And
Do we get a medallion? Do we still get a medallion?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Absolutely. To get you
Just
back
in
out.
case. Just in case.
I will need an order of when you guys walk in. That determines your placement as you walk in the door.
Dibs on theirs.
Ooh.
I'll go first.
Sabas first.
It wasn't ever really an option.
I'll go second.
I'll go fourth.
Saren,
Can we
Balasar,
walk in all confidently?
Could you imagine the first that walks in is the farthest away?
Dewagger,
The closest to it.
yeah.
Okay. So as you guys walk in, you guys appear back into that obsidian floor and rock wall that seems to go up into darkness. With the piles of gold and other gems waiting across the way. And the order of what you walk in is your order from left to right. So, Sabas,
Badass.
Saren, Balasar, Dewagger, Maelthorin. You look out, but you don't see the creature.
Oh, fuck off.
There's either something worse or there's two of them. I
No,
don't know
these
which
things the
is
people
worse.
out front would have told us,
You-
right?
Did something eat it?
You
All right,
all
hold on,
hear.
hold on.
You all hear the noise,
I'm gonna.
the sound
I'm
of
gonna-
its legs and its mandibles skittering
He's
across
standing.
behind you. You guys turn around, and 10 feet, crawling on the wall, this creature looks at you and just shrieks. And we are going to do this combat next
It was
session.
waiting for us. It was waiting for us.
With a 1 on the D4, Sabas, go ahead and continue your turn.
I take the arrow and I snap it in half again.
What happened?
As you hear ching, 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 ching. This is an automated message by Fulthrin Xantar.
What about the other one?
Medallion as a keepsake.
The other
Doesn't
what?
do anything.
Yeah, there's one more. It was coming out of a hole.
As no matter where your travels sent you, you all got the call a few days ago from Lord Carvin that the first boat is heading off on the 7th, and it is now Ave 6. And we see meeting back up after a month